This is Outside the Round with Matt Burrill, a Raise Rowdy podcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Outside the Round with me, Matt Burrill. Today, a longtime homie from one of my favorite states on the planet, the great state of Alabama, someone who's repped our gear for a long time, played a number of our events, hung out at Red Door with us a bunch over the years. It's Hannah McFarland.
Thanks for having me.
It has taken way too long to get you on my podcast. You did a great episode with Nick and Kurt back in the day.
I know, and even that feels like forever ago now. So much has happened since
So much has happened. Like, you're touring heavily.
It's crazy because in the grand scheme of things, that wasn't that long ago. What was that, like a year?
Yeah.
A year and some change ago?
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe it's because of everything that's happened and kind of making moves.
Yeah.
It feels like longer than.
Yeah, I remember getting introduced to you was the 65 South Takeover, I think, was one of the first times that we had you at Live Oak. So that's
that actually was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like about 3 years ago, I think.
Has
somewhere
to have
in
been
that ballpark.
longer.
It had, it's got to be
3 years ago was 2023.
Yeah, that was when I became a part of Raise Rowdy. Before that, I was still working with Trey full time.
Wow.
Yeah, right? It's crazy. But I remember meeting you that night and really hitting it off. And then Nick and I started really getting you on a bunch of rounds. Mm-hmm. You started wearing our hats in your videos on TikTok literally all the time. Like
every video.
One of our greatest ambassadors in the history of Raised Rowdy. And I remember you talking about having your stuff pop and getting invited to go and sing with Zach Bryan down in Alabama at Legacy.
Yeah.
And you saying you were freaking out. It was going to be so cool. You were going to have your family there. Like,
it was insane.
Home state thing. And now fast forward.
It's crazy because after that, of course, I hadn't had anything like that happen. I had some stuff trying to pop. But when that happened, it was like that was my first arena situation. And I left it and I was like, now I just want to play in arenas. Like, I just want to play in arenas. And everybody's like, it'll happen. Like, just chill. Because obviously at that point, it was not even in sight of playing in arenas. And now I've been, I just finished my first arena tour, I guess, as support. So it's like, it's crazy. And that feels like forever ago, but it really wasn't that long ago. It happened fast.
No, and you're not someone that's been a flash in the pan where it's just kind of where it happened with TikTok. Like, you've been doing this music thing a long time.
Since I was 15, 28 now, so
yeah,
I'm not good at math, but that feels like a long time.
13 years, and you came up to town to go to school at Lipscomb, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I went there for a year and a half, didn't last long. Got what I needed to. And after that, I kept playing the cover shows. And I think it was at the point where it was like, I was studying music production.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to really, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was I going to do with that? Let's be real.
But it was still something music
it was my excuse. It was my excuse to get to Nashville because my parents weren't going to let me move to Nashville if it wasn't for school. And I didn't want to go to school if it didn't involve music. So it was a compromise for a second. But after that, I've never been much of a school girl, Yeah. I've always said I could be good at it if I wanted to be. I just didn't really want to be. So that's my excuse. But yeah, so I wasn't there for long, but it was my ride up here, I guess.
Yeah, it's what got you here. Yeah. And you came from a place where there is a vibrant music scene. Mm-hmm. I love so many people sleep on Mobile, the original home of Mardi Gras. Number one.
Get that right.
Mobile, home of Mardi Gras, and home to some great artists that have come out of there, going from the guys that I'm very connected to, Gary and Charlie from Muscadine, the Red Clay Strays guys, Walker Hayes is a Mobile dude. Yep. Like,
it's so funny because I had never had a connection with him. I never met him in Mobile, and then it's so wild. I was in a write not too long ago, and it's someone that writes closely with him and produces some of his stuff, and he was talking to him on the phone. He's like, is that Walker Hayes? And he's like, yeah. I was like, can I talk to him? He was like, what? Yeah. And he answered the phone. I'm like, yeah, he trusts me. And I was just like, hey, my name's Hannah. I'm from Mobile, and I know that we never connected, but blah, blah, blah. So it kind of opened up like a little bit of a connection there. But I always forget that he's from there.
Yeah, I mean, he's also been in town so long now,
Yeah.
and it's funny. So my story, I was in college, and I had a college radio show, and he was the first artist that I ever had on for an interview.
In Nashville?
No, in New Jersey.
What?
He came up and played at our college bar acoustic. He had a song called "The Pants" back in the day.
That's so random.
It was almost cut. He had written it, and it was almost cut by Keith Urban, but he ended up cutting it. And it was, the hook was like, "She can wear the pants as long as I can take them off her." Like,
Oh,
it was that,
that's
yeah,
good!
yeah. It was like
Shoot,
that
that's such a Walker Hayes
that
song.
early 2000s
Yeah.
like fun
And it's
stuff.
clever though.
Yeah, and I remember meeting him, and at the time I was still boozing, he was still boozing, and then him and I had connected over sobriety after that. But someone that's just an incredible dude that's always kind of repped Alabama, but yeah, you forget he's from Mobile because it wasn't, you were down there when Gary and Chuck were going.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. They I think they were playing around the bars and stuff. I don't know that they were even a group though. When I met Charlie, I think they might have just been starting up.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I opened for them early on at Soul Kitchen.
Which Soul Kitchen? If you're looking for a historic club to go to, it's still open, right? They're still doing shows, right?
Yes. So that was my first headline show. Was 2 years ago, I guess now.
Yeah.
At Soul Kitchen, just that front room. And it was wild because that was one of the first shows I ever had, was opening for Frank Foster there.
Oh, that's a
Opened
classic Soul Kitchen show, Frank.
It was him, yeah, and I opened for him twice. The second time was with Lainey Wilson.
Oh, wow.
It was me, then Lainey, and then Frank. I'm like, looking back, I'm like, what the heck? Opened for Jana Kramer there. Opened for Muscadine Bloodline. My gosh, it's crazy. The artists that have gone through there, it's insane.
Yeah, and especially like the time period you were coming up, like the 2015 to 2020, the Alabama scene was thriving with Mobile, with Zydeco in Birmingham, with Iron City, Galette's, and
Zydeco. That show was the first time I met Ella. We played a show together at Zydeco, and this was like 2019 maybe.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because that was right when she was getting ready to move up here and drop out of Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when Trey was going and playing.
That was right before I moved away for like 2 years, whatever. And that was right before I was moving back. So we both moved back at the same time. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and like just the ability that you have to play gigs in Alabama, I don't think that exists in many other places. It of course exists here in Nashville with Broadway, but the opportunities to play cover gigs and get your feet wet at coffee shops, at barbecue joints.
It was restaurants. I started at this place called Bluegill. It's on the causeway down there between Mobile and Daphne. And I would go there. I would leave high school and go to my gig at Bluegill and sit there from, whatever it was, 6 to 10 p.m. or whatever, and do my little 4-hour cover shows. And I think, I hated it when I was doing it, and I didn't understand why I was doing it.
Yeah.
But now, I think it just gave me a leg up, kind of, not in a conceited way, but like it gave me practice for the bigger shows. And I would say the biggest thing I took from it was when you're playing those shows, the cover shows, you're going to have people not listening to you. It's just the truth. Your background noise. And I think that helped me a lot because when I'm opening in these arenas and it's when people are getting seated and whatever, of course, praise God for the ones up front that are listening and all that. But I don't get my feelings hurt, when they're not listening. And I am kind of a little bit of background noise. But I wonder sometimes if I would be a little more hurt about that if I hadn't dealt with way worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you hadn't played at Bluegill or at like people used
not
to.
Not that that's bad.
No.
Loved Bluegill.
Yeah.
But
no,
I hadn't had those empty bar situations.
Yeah, I think of Trey Lewis telling me the stories of him playing at a place called Pablo's. It was like a Mexican restaurant chain in Birmingham where he got his start. And he used to go and play at Pablo's all the time. Him and Terry Adams,
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Right, the old it was just such a community down there. And you talk about those cover gigs, something really cool had to be full circle for you. And I remember when this was happening too. You get to put out with Brett Young, in case you didn't know, a song that you had been covering, written by a guy that was from down there too, and Tyler Reeve, who's another Alabama guy.
Yeah, it's wild. It's actually wild, and I talk about that in a lot of my interviews and all that. It's crazy. Like the first concert, the first real concert I went to was a Kip Moore concert. The first opening tour that I did was Kip.
Yeah.
And then I was playing every cover show I was playing, in case you didn't know. And then Brett asks me to go on that and then go on tour. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it really is. I'm so grateful for it. But even more than that, I'm just mind blown.
Yeah, it is wild. And another funny story, Brett Young, I also had on that college radio show.
Really?
He played at the bar, at my college bar too.
He's so funny.
That was when he was just doing Gavin DeGraw covers. It was before he had his deal.
Really?
He had, I think, Olivia May and maybe like one or two other early originals at that point. But he was just a bro in town trying to figure it out, and got a gig to play acoustic at my college, and I had him on my radio show.
That's crazy.
Like, it's wild to see
He's another
people
one, though,
go.
that's kind of like taking me in and like
The nicest,
He's so
most
nice.
like godly
Really is.
man to
It's insane.
have bring you up. Like guys like Brett and Kip. I know Jamey Johnson's been another huge one for you.
love him. He had my back. I struggled a lot on this past tour I was on, just kind of mentally. It was my first real, again, it was my first arena tour with Riley, and having Jamey out there helped me so much because he really acted like a dad and took care of me whenever I was it was a tough go of it during that time of my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a lot of things figured out and just felt really lost out there. And it got to the point where I was riding on different buses. They were just taking me in and be like, Hannah, what bunk are you on tonight? Like, what bus are you on? What bunk? Blah, blah, blah. And at one point, the last 2 weekends, I think, of the tour, Jamey was like, I don't need you on the bus with all those boys. Like, get on my bus. He flies himself to his shows, and his bus is basically like a green room for him. And so it was just me and his driver. I'm like hopping up in whatever bunk I choose for that. I'm like, what kind of, that is the epitome of Jamey Johnson, though. Like, he takes care of people. He did the same thing for Ella, just taking care of her. He did the same thing for Megan.
Yep.
He's a champion of up-and-coming female artists, and I just couldn't be more grateful for him and his team. It's crazy.
Yeah. And he's such a personality, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he is
and
one
an
of the
Alabama guy.
funniest dudes.
He really is so
Like,
funny.
he's hilarious.
But it's dry humor.
Yes.
You know? It's like every single thing he says is hilarious because he has no emotion when he says it. So then when he does crack and he starts laughing, oh my gosh, it's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah. Tell me about this new song you got out, Missin Me.
Missin Me. I'm excited about that one because I feel like it's the first one that kind of really had some energy to it and fun for live shows. I love my storytelling stuff. That will always be the heart of who I am. But I feel like it gave me an opportunity to kind of show a different side of my personality. And I hate this word. It's so stupid, but kind of like a sassy song, you know?
Yeah.
In reality, would I ever look at a guy and be like, when you're kissing her, are you missing me? Like, I would never. Like, are you kidding me? That like makes me red thinking about it. That's so weird.
Yeah.
But I felt like it's a fun song, and I needed kind of a fun song.
Yeah.
I say fun song. It's still like a heartbroken song.
It's just up tempo.
Like, come on. Like, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, you're someone that I think a lot of your fans, I'm sure, relate to your music, and you're in the fields where I know you get all kinds of DMs, and we'll get into the Chase stuff a little bit later, but it won't escape you.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are a lot of girls and guys that say, hey, I've gone through this anxiety stuff, this depression stuff. I've had my heart broken. I've been treated like dirt, you know?
Right, and that's something I've said from the jump. It's like I want to be the relatable artist that if people feel like they can't say something or can't find the words to describe how they're feeling, I want to be able to put that into words because I've been there and I've felt that and I've gone through the heartbreaks. I genuinely think I've gone through every side of any kind of heartbreak you could go through, and I'm thankful for that because I can write songs about it and relate to people. And I think I have built that kind of fan base that's like, I think we're all a little bit sad.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but you're also like I don't classify you as a sad person. Like, you're one of the biggest jokesters, like fun to be around homies in the bar. Like, I remember we were at It had to be. It was like awards week. What was that? A year or two ago.
That was probably, yeah. And are you going to say that I was barefoot?
The shoes.
Oh, gosh.
Tell that story real quick.
Well, it was a traumatizing night. I started out and I felt so cute in my sparkly gold dress, and I had some sparkly gold booties on, and they were heels. And at the Warner Chapel pre-party for the BMI Awards, my heel broke off. I was just walking. Genuinely, I did nothing. I mean, it's not like I'm dance around. Like, I'm not, come on. And so I was just walking and it snapped off. So I panic and call my sister. Thank God she lives here. I was like, hey, I know you're probably busy. You have a life, but like, I need you to stop with your life and bring me shoes. I need anything. Like, I will take anything. And her friend Leah brought me some heels, and they hurt so bad. I'm not a heels girl. I'm not. I'm a boots girl. Booties at most. And so my feet were just killing me. And we went to the BMI Awards. I had my shoes off, feet under the table, just bare feet on that floor in the BMI Awards. And carried the shoes over to the after party at Losers. Was it at Losers?
Yeah, and that's where Nick and I saw you
yes.
at the front door.
And I said, all right, like, that's probably a little bit gross to be barefoot in Losers, just to be honest. So I got on DoorDash, I think, and got some slippers delivered from Walgreens. I think I sent you out to get them from the...
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
That's my bad.
I got you. Looking out.
Just, I didn't want to walk barefoot outside,
Yeah.
No, that was a tough night.
That was a wild night, too, because that was when Peyton Manning got up and sang.
Yeah, was it?
Peyton Manning got up and sang
it was.
the David Allen Coe song, You Never Even Call Me By My Name.
Yes.
And Post Malone was just in there ripping cigs.
Yeah, that was a night.
Yeah.
But it always is after the after parties.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, everyone is there.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And Nick and I hadn't really been in that environment a ton before.
Really?
And we were doing our events over there at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember being out back having a cigar, because that's what we did out back. We were religious members of the Back Porch Cigar Society, like 4 or 5 days a week. I mean, I smoked probably 15 to 20 cigars a week. Yeah, with me and Nick.
So you're sober, but you just cigars. Yes.
Oh, cigars. We're sponsored by a cigar company.
Yeah,
Crowned Heads. Yeah.
Oh my
Nick
gosh.
and I, Nikki T and I first bonded over country music and cigars.
As you should.
Like that's how Kurt came into the
together.
family. Nick and Kurt would mail cigars to each other before Nick moved here. That's how they became buddies, But I was out back having a cigar with Charlie and with Nick and with Gavin Adcock, of all people.
Oh yeah, I walked up to him that night and I was like, "Hey, you probably don't know me, but my name's Hannah. I just want to say I'm a fan." And he's like, "Okay."
Yeah. And I was having a cigar. I was having cigars, and then all of a sudden, Luke Bryan walks up to us.
Oh, I woke up the next morning with a picture of me and Luke Bryan on my phone.
Yeah, I think I remember you taking that because I was out in the parking lot.
Yeah, it was right off. Yes, it was.
Yeah, and my awkward. I'd never been around Luke Bryan in my life. Been a big fan, been to a ton of his shows and all that over the years. But I'm sitting there with Gavin and Nikki T and Charlie, and Luke Bryan he pulls out a cigar and he's asking for a lighter. So Gavin's reaching for his lighter and he's like, "No, man, light it with the tip." I'm like, "Okay." And then he waves at me to come over there. He has me light his cigar with the edge of my cigar. So I'm puffing on my cigar as Luke Bryan is looking me in the eyes, puffing on his cigar.
And he was...
I'm like, I know...
He knew he was putting you in that situation.
I'm like, I know there are women that would pay lots of money for this opportunity right now. Like, what
You're like, enjoy it, Matt. Enjoy it.
what a weird...
What a weird situation.
What a weird 30 seconds. And I remember looking at Nicky T after, and he's like, "Well, that's a story." I'm like, yeah.
And you're just having to just act serious. Because if you smile, like...
Yeah, then he's like, "What is this guy doing?"
Yeah, he's like, "Why are you being weird?"
Yeah, and you don't want to weird out.
Don't weird out Luke Bryan.
Don't weird out Luke Bryan on awards night.
No, that'd just be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have some like crazy encounters, and that night was wild. But the start of that night was actually, we were at Brooklyn Bowl for the BMG thing, I think, before that. And then we showed up at Losers, and the first thing I saw at Losers was you, and I went to retrieving your shoes.
Hey, it was a good start to a good night.
And God bless DoorDash.
God bless DoorDash. I like Uber Eats a little better, but
yeah. Was that the wildest thing you've ever DoorDashed or Uber Eats?
Yeah. Probably.
Have you ever done any other items, or has it always just been food or drinks or something?
Food.
Just food?
I think.
'Cause I've only used it for food. I've never.
I didn't even know you could get items,
Yeah.
but thank God. I think my next option would have been like, we're just ordering some like hot dog buns or something, just walking around. Just
Walking
strap
around with
'em on.
daddy's dog buns. The most midtown Hannah McFarland thing ever.
That was a better option. I should have done that. Can you imagine? That would have been a viral moment.
Oh, yeah.
Who needs drama for a viral moment when you can strap on daddy's dogs to your feet?
No, and you do such a good job of just being you and being, because you're silly.
I don't know how to not.
Yeah. Like, you do such a great job of that, where it's like your songs are sad as shit. You have a great voice. You're a
And
hell
then
of a
people meet me and
songwriter.
they're like, bipolar. That doesn't make sense.
When did you start seeing the social media stuff really pop for you?
Oh.
It's a huge part of your story.
Yeah. Probably late 2023, I think. Right before the Zach Bryan thing. Of course, that like pushed it over the edge, I think.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it's been I'll have periods of time where something like a video will kind of pop, and then I'll get a surge of follows, I guess.
Yeah.
But now I'm getting to the point on TikTok where I know I can post something rather stupid and it's like, this should get no views, and it still does decent. So I'm like, okay, maybe that means that I'm starting to make it into the like, more growth than I thought I would have on there. At least.
Yeah. What's something stupid that hit recently?
There was one. Okay, well, I don't know if this actually counts because it's on my spam account. And
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot you have a spam account.
yeah, it's best that we forget. That's where I feel like I might get in trouble for posting this on my main page. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it on the page. It's not really me.
Yeah. But what were you doing?
It was stupid. I didn't even really do it. Like it was so stupid. I took a bite of my brother's sandwich when he left the room, and he came back and was like astonished. It was so stupid. Like when you say it, it's like not even funny. That's why I just posted it to have content on there, and it got like millions of views. It was so stupid.
Just you eating your brother's sandwich while he got away from the table?
Yeah. Very weird. There was one video that did decent. Wait, no, that was also on my spam page. I was inside a suitcase.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing
Yeah.
that made it on the main feed, too.
It did.
That got on the
Yeah.
main feed.
That's
'Cause
had
I remember seeing that.
a couple features on a couple of my different pages.
And you were riding around, was it like a shopping cart or something here recently?
Was I? I don't know. Sounds right. I don't remember that.
It was like Jamey and Riley were pushing you in something?
Oh, no. I was just videoing. Jamey was pushing Riley
he was
in a wheelchair.
Oh, in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Yeah, that tour was, just a lot of side quests. But I don't know. I feel like the majority of my stuff that does well on socials is usually just acoustic, me and my guitar.
Yeah.
Which is kind of hard sometimes to translate over to when you release a song, because when you release, it's more full with production and all that.
Yeah.
And then you have the comments that are like, release the acoustic version, release the stripped version. And I'm like, I want to. Eventually, I want to release like an EP of just me and my guitar.
I think that would do really well.
You think so?
I think people would love that. Yeah. And that was when our first time meeting you was at one of our rounds.
Yeah.
And watching, there's a skill, and I've been posting a lot of videos. I've been trying to up our content game and my content game more with posting videos talking about the kids that are coming up in our system playing rounds right now. And there's such a skill to getting a room to be quiet when it's just you and your guitar.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people have that. Like I think I think of like Joy Beth Taylor does that so well.
Because I think this is going to sound weird, but you know how people that are soft spoken can kind of like demand more attention because it just makes people lean in a little and be like, what are you saying? You know?
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's something, because I know JB has that, and I think I have that more like soft kind of sound instead of the powerhouse thing, which believe me, I wish I had that. But like Shantea, you know, Shantea.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, her voice, she's a powerhouse. I wish I had that. But I feel like I'm a little bit more soft spoken. So when I'm on the mic and I'm singing at shows, I think it maybe makes people lean in a little more and quiet down. So I think it's just kind of shown me that you don't have to like talk over a crowd or sing over a crowd.
Yeah.
You can make them kind of come down with you, you know?
Yeah.
So I think again, I think that's why JB is so good at it, because people are like, what is she saying? Like, what does she have to say?
Yeah, and
Really cool.
last time we had JB, which congrats to JB and Blake. They've got the little one now, which blows my mind.
I'm like, how is everyone getting married and having babies, and I can't even keep a boyfriend? Seriously.
I thought Chase Rice was your boyfriend, Hannah.
You stop. You stop. Just for saying that, I'm going to have 15 people attack me.
Oh, man. No, they'll get after me, too, and be like, what do you know, Matt? I'll be like, I know nothing.
So stupid.
But, yeah, JB is someone. The last time we had her was it was over at Duck Blind, and before we had moved the event. And the bar was packed, and you could just kind of see this grin on her face, her knowing, like, I'm going to get these people to shut up.
Yes.
And every time she played, the room...
It's like you compete with yourself. You're like, I'm going to be able to do this. And it's the same way playing bigger shows for me now.
Yeah.
I am shocked at the amount of people that I feel like not silenced, of course, but I can look around and see people genuinely paying attention, even when, a lot of times I keep saying it, but like even in arenas, you expect people to be more into the like tempo, like going hard.
Yeah.
But on these tours, it's like 10, 15,000 people, and it's just me and my guitar. Like I don't have a band out there. So it's been cool to see me kind of able to not command a room, but do well enough at it with just me and my guitar that I don't feel like I necessarily have to take that next step and take the band out yet.
Yeah.
So
no,
cool.
that's a huge relief that you're confident doing the acoustic thing, because there's
a
lot more logistically that gets added to that when you bring the band out.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah, it gets expensive, but also so many people love all the comments about, hey, release this acoustic.
Yeah, right. So it's 100%. And I know there's going to come a time here soon. And praise God, I have a lot of really cool full band shows this year. Like this weekend, we're doing kind of a full band for Strawberry Festival in Florida, and then Stagecoach.
Yeah, I was just going to get into all these festivals
I'm so excited.
From playing at the Bluegill to now Stagecoach in April, Lone Star Smokeout in April, Gulf Coast Jam, which will be full circle for you being a Lower Alabama girl.
Crazy.
Like, that's as big as it gets.
It's so weird.
And then even Country Concert, which we'll be at with you in Fort Laramie, Ohio. That one's fun, and that to me is
I've
one
never
of.
been,
So that's where Raise Rowdy started. Was that festival? Yeah, Nick's been going every year since 2012. So Nick and his friends went on a bachelor party in 2012, and had such a great time that Nick just started going every year. And the festival owners, so it's a family-owned festival. This is their 45th year, and it's BYOB.
No way.
Yeah.
I love that.
So everybody can bring in their own stuff. People have their Borgs, their Black Outrage gallons where they fill their things up with cocktails. Yeah. And there's no hotels for miles, so everybody camps.
No way.
So it's like 20,000 people in a field, and they own the property that it's on, and have just built a great culture of festivals.
Wow.
Of Country Concert. And I mean, everybody's played it over the years. It's 45 years running. But the people that run the festival, the ownership group, the Bar Horse family, they started calling Nick and his friends the Rowdies, because they were doing degeneracy in the campground.
Chance.
And then Nick started making koozies and started the blog and started a podcast, and him and his old business partner Jacob were running that.
Dude can market some stuff.
It was a whole crew, and and that's how it started, was just a group of friends enjoying music and partying in a field in Ohio.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Country Concert is the birthplace of Raise Rowdy.
See, I didn't even know that. I didn't know the origin.
We typically bring a crew of like 20 people to that, and we have like our own campsite area. They put us on a hill. The hill is called Wiener Hill.
Oh.
It's called Wiener Hill because for years before we were there, people would sort of walk from like the bougie camping, where closer to where the music is. You have to walk past to go out to like where Gem Pop is, where they call it Veriside. And the people that used to camp on the top of that hill would make hot dogs and say, hey, race up the hill, and whoever wins the race gets a free hot dog.
Okay, that's
so
pretty
we
cool.
started carrying on that tradition this past year. We went through like 500 hot dogs.
Oh my gosh.
in 4 days.
Well, you just go to Costco and like
the small
Stock up.
market in Fort Lauderdale, Ohio. I forget the name of the store, but we're like
you are
supporting the
keeping them
small
running.
business. Yeah, the entire town runs off this one
That's
festival.
wild.
And yeah, my buddy Joe came down from New York. We took my girlfriend Erin's Blackstone to the festival, and Joe was just whipping up hot dogs, and we had a megaphone. We're
That's
yelling,
so fun.
we're yelling, race for a hot dog, and we're just slinging hot dogs.
Wait,
out
I want
to
to go
people.
hang out with y'all.
Yeah, you want to come to Wiener Hill, you're more than welcome. Like, it is a party. And I'll only be there that Wednesday and Thursday. I'll be there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Ike and I have to go to Kentucky because I'm hosting at Rock the Country.
Oh,
So
gosh,
Nick
that's
and I,
so fun.
so Nick and I have to divide and conquer that weekend.
Dang, I don't know what
You're on
weekend is
Thursday.
that?
You're on Thursday. Yep, you're on Thursday, and you're early in the day on the side stage, which, by the way, the saloon stage is sick. So it's set up like they keep the stuff up all year long because it's the only thing that goes on there. It doubles as like a campsite the rest of the year.
That's so sick.
So it's like a built-in, like the side stage area can probably hold like around somewhere between 7,500 to 10,000 people. And the past few years, I've seen Ella on that side stage. I've seen Bailey Zimmerman on that side stage. Gavin played it last year, and they had like the Ohio State Troopers there because people were just getting so crazy. Like, it's a fun, rowdy time.
I'm excited.
And
now.
we're the only merch vendor there. So it's like artist merch, festival merch, and then Raised Rowdy. And we have 2 merch setups. And
y'all take
we're
care
like
of each
we're like a
other.
huge part of the
That's so
festival.
cool.
And
I can't believe I didn't know that.
well, a lot of people don't until you go up there. And like Neil McCoy plays it every year. Jamey, I'm sure, has played it a bunch. Riley's played it a bunch over the years. Riley and Jamey are there the same day you are this year.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun.
I think it's the same day. I'll have to pull up the lineup and check it. But yeah, like you're playing some huge festivals. Have you gotten to do the festival thing already, or is this kind of
I've
the
gotten
first
some
big
cool.
year?
Last year I played Boots and Hearts. I played.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list. I hear
was
that is
so fun.
awesome.
It was so fun, and I got to play Cavendish Beach Festival last year, also Canada.
Nice.
I did CMA Fest, of course. I did. Gosh, I don't know how I'm missing. Was it Country Jam?
One of the country jams.
Is that what I think?
They're
maybe?
all over the place.
Colorado?
Yeah,
Did that make
Colorado.
sense?
Yep. Yeah.
Perfect. Gosh, I don't know why I can't think. But yes, I got to do some. But the magnitude of the festivals this year, I'm just like,
The
whoa.
day that you're playing, it's going to be Thursday, July 9th, which if you're not doing anything that Wednesday, we are hosting the Raised Rowdy Camper Party on Wednesday night, and it's just the campers that are allowed in there, which is pretty much the whole festival.
Yeah.
And Tyler Nance is headlining that for us this year, which is sick. Last year was like Old 60, Lakeview, a bunch of we get to program it and host it, which is cool. But the day that you're there, it's Riley headlining, Riley, Jamey, Randy Hauser, Montgomery Gentry, Corey Kent, Graham Barra, May Estes, and you. So it's
Okay, that's crazy.
all the homies,
That's a crazy lineup. That's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, and then like the other headliners, like Alabama headlines it the next night. Aldine headlines it Saturday. Travis Tritt, Warren Zeiters, Cole Swindell. Hudson Westbrook, Vincent Mason. Like Vincent Mason's a side stage act here. Corey Kent's a side stage act here. Like they do a great job of putting high level people in that side stage, like intimate environment, which is sick.
See, I'm still at the point where I'm like, I don't know how I fit into. Like that's crazy to me.
You do.
That blows my mind. I can't accept.
Sis, you got
like that's wild.
You got a shit ton of people listening to your music on like a daily basis. Like you're at a ton of monthly listeners.
I feel the struggle with that is I feel like I've seen that number go down because I haven't released anything.
Yeah, and now Missin Me is something they can go and listen to. And I'm sure you got a bunch more queued up. But you've got currently, as it sits, we're recording this in freaking February 27th. Shout out to Co-Wetzel Day tomorrow. Where you've got 160,000 people a month streaming
I know, but
your
it's crazy.
music.
I try so hard not to feed into the numbers, which of course the business side, I know they have to, and my label has to, and all that stuff. But it's so hard to like try to force myself not to pay attention to those things when I haven't like consistently released music, because it naturally just goes down when you're not getting the playlisting and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But so I try not to pay attention to the numbers, but I mean, I know in the grand scheme of things, like I am grateful that is a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot of people. And then looking around at you're playing a lot of the amphitheaters that I went to as a fan. Like you're doing a lot of Northeast. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to be at a spot called PNC Bank Arts Center in June in Homedale, New Jersey.
Yep.
I got an underage drinking ticket.
Yeah,
there
of course you did.
At a Toby Keith concert.
Oh my gosh. Hey, what a concert to get that.
I saw Toby there. I think 3 or 4 times when I was in college. Like every year I went. I went there the day after I graduated high school to a Toby Keith concert, and Kip Moore opened.
Kip Love.
Something about a truck had just come out.
Oh, so he was popping.
Yeah, it was Kip Moore, and then Drake White was also
Love Drake
that.
again.
Yeah, it was Drake
another
White
Alabama
and
boy.
Yeah, it was Drake, Kip, and Toby.
That's a insane lineup.
2013 was when that would have been.
So crazy, and the fact that they're all like, legends.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my
yeah,
gosh.
but that amphitheater's a lot of fun, and it's set up when you're underneath it. You look up, it looks like a spaceship.
Oh
so
my gosh.
And it's historic because it's like that was like the first amphitheater that like Bruce Springsteen played, that Bon Jovi played.
Oh
like,
yeah, the New Jersey thing.
Yeah,
that's another one. What was it? Is it Stone Pony?
Stone Pony.
So I played that one with Kip 2 years ago now.
I fucking love the
legendary.
Pony. That is Asbury Park is such a cool town, and that was my scene. Like we were talking about Mobile earlier, was the country artists that would come up to Jersey, and it was always a huge deal because we don't get a ton of country music up there. But I got to see, I saw Wallen in Asbury Park at another venue at the House of Independence. I also saw him at Jenks Club in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, where they filmed Jersey Shore at.
When would that have been?
That would have been Wallen at House of Independence was like right before I moved, so that would have been 2017. Yeah, 2017. And then Wallen at Jenks was 2016. That was when he was touring with FGL. Like Up Down hadn't even come out yet. He was doing the slot that you're doing with Riley. He was doing that with FGL. It was like him, Hardy, and Earn rotating opening for
10 more years. I got it in me.
It's crazy.
10 more years
It's wild. But you're doing that one. The Saratoga Springs, which is great. The SPAC up in upstate New York, which upstate New York's wild.
Really?
You're gonna feel like you're in Alabama.
Yeah, I don't think I've been.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're going now because they're just covered with, or you're going in the summer because now it is covered in snow.
Oh, that's right.
They just got
I've seen the videos.
Yeah, they got like 2 feet of snow in New York City for like the first time in like 50 years. So it's crazy up there.
That probably threw some stuff off.
Yeah. Oh, it did. It did. I got buddies that are up there saying it's chaos.
Bad.
Yeah.
Of course. I know. We just had that ice storm.
Yeah. How'd you fare with that? Were you here or were you on the road?
I was here. I never lost power. No, I lost power for like 10 minutes, probably a week into it. But those 10 minutes were the longest 10 minutes of my life. I called my mom. I was screaming. I was like, I can't survive without power. And then, like, as soon as I hang up from a meltdown, it comes back on. I was like, all right, maybe that was a little dramatic.
Yeah.
I've probably been fine, but I'm just crazy what that did to people's houses. Oh, my gosh. And trees exploding.
Yeah. Yeah, it was chaos. Yeah, this place didn't have power. They actually had an electrical fire here in the back room behind where I'm sitting. Yeah, yeah. Over this area got hit pretty good during the ice storm.
And I live like 10 minutes from.
Yeah,
here,
you're out on this side of town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I lost it in Hermitage, I think, for like 2 days, but I was with Aaron. We only lost it for like 8 hours, which isn't bad.
Yeah, there were people without it for a week. I mean,
yeah. What do you like doing when you're not doing music? Because I don't see you out at the bars, which is a good thing because it means that you're busy and.
Boy, I do nothing. I literally do nothing. I sit at my home. When I get a chance to be home and relax, I am at home relaxing. Yeah. Probably doom scrolling on TikTok. That's my life.
Yeah.
I need hobbies. I was just talking to my sister about this. I need to figure out a hobby.
Talk about how good it is to have your sister in town with you.
It's
because
crazy.
You and her are very close.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like it's rare to be able to grow up and actually have your siblings still in the same place as you. My brother, of course, he's getting married April 18th. So he's going off there, moving to Florida. And but so he's not here. But to have Beth here at least, like I literally just left her place this morning. I was like, I need to use that red cowboy hat and I need that skirt. And I'm like going raiding her closet. And for my cover shoot for Missin Me, she shot that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. She has her marketing company here. She crushes. She does a lot for the bars and restaurants and stuff around town. But yeah, we had like a week to get in or less to get in the cover art for the song, and I didn't have a shoot booked or anything. And I called her. I was like, I need help. And I went to her apartment. We had our friend Brittany Mincy do makeup for me, and my sister got her camera out, and I just shot it in her apartment. So thank God for that.
Yeah. What's your family's response to all the craziness been? Like, because they know they've been there every step of the way, seeing that this is your dream and watching you go from getting out of class as a high school student to playing a cover gig to not a huge crowd to now touring and getting to do all these huge festivals.
Yeah. I think the thing that really stood out for all of us was making my Opry debut. That one stuck out. But as far as the big shows, obviously it's special, it's incredible, and I'm so grateful, but I think it was such a slow burn to where it's not as you don't have that like shock of, whoa, this happened overnight and went from nothing to this. I think that's a good thing though.
Yeah,
because I'm glad I'm not like shell shocked from it.
It means
and
that
neither my family
means that in God's plan you were ready for it.
Yes, which that's so crazy to say, because had this stuff happened, I don't know, 5 years ago when I wanted it and I was like, God, but I'm ready. Why isn't it happening? I would have not been ready. I thought I was ready. I was not ready.
Yeah.
I was probably going through some traumatic relationship that was getting all my attention,
Yeah.
And now it took me being so happy alone and self-sufficient and more confident, and I'm glad it happened when it did, and I think I was ready, which I don't know if you're ever actually totally ready.
No,
but for the stuff that comes along with it.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think you're ever totally ready,
but I was probably as ready as I would ever be. So yeah,
talk about like having been in town now for so long, like how much have you seen this place, Nashville, change over the years, and the different friend groups that you've had, and like
it's crazy. Of course I've kept some of the same friends, but I think when you move into an artist position more, you really do find out who your friends are, and you figure out, well, it's a little bit different. I know we've kind of talked about this before, about understanding people's intentions now when it comes to dating, or when it comes to, like for me, or when it comes to friendships and that kind of stuff. But my circle's small, and a lot of it is people in the industry, and like other artists I'm like Ashley Cook now is one of my best friends.
Yeah, you two have seemed like you've really hit it off, and it's important to have those friendships
because they understand it.
Yeah,
and it's not like I'm just trying to only be friends with people in the industry, but there is something to having people there that understand the feelings that you're having. Like her and I have talked about it. Me and other artists have talked about it. It's just knowing that other people feel the way you do about, like, okay, even in the moments where I should be the most grateful person ever, like I'm still grateful, but I'm still tired, you know, or like I'm grateful, but I'm still sad because I'm going through this in real life. And so just relating on that level with people. But then, of course, I still have the same songwriter friends I've had, like Kaylin Robertson.
Yeah.
Love. My friend Tommy Acker. Love.
How's Tommy doing? Because I haven't seen him in a while. Is he still hanging stuff up for you at the apartment?
Oh, of course. Are you kidding me? He is
the hired help.
A ride or die, literally, without money.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just one of my best friends, and I'm so grateful for him. My gosh, it's been cool to see him come alive in town.
Yeah.
Of course, I feel like I was one of the people that talked him into moving here.
Yeah.
And talked him into, because I told him, I said, look, he was in Utah at the time, and he was about to maybe sign his deal here. And I said, he's like, I just don't know if I'm ready. Should I still stay in dental school? And should I whatever? And what about a plan B? Should I stay in school to have a backup plan? I said, hey, if you need a plan B, you're not moving here. Don't move here. Because unless you move here with no plan B, like, you're not ready for it. Because you don't need a backup plan. If you truly believe that God has designed you for this purpose, for him, for songwriting, then you don't need a plan B. Go into it with the confidence that this is where you're supposed to be, and you know you're going to be a successful songwriter, and it'll work out. And he's been crushing it. He's had just his dream songwrites, and I mean, he's crushing it. He opened for Megan. Yeah, my gosh. It's been so cool to see him even come alive and have his new friend groups. Of course, every time I'm like, I thought I was your best friend. But it's cool to see him creating new bonds with people and other artists and songwriters. So he's doing great.
He opened at the Soul Kitchen with you too, didn't he?
Yes. That headline show.
That was the first
headline? That was my first headline show.
So he was your first opener.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Which is crazy. Because I think that genuinely, I hope that's a lifelong friendship. Like, I genuinely. And so to have him be on that show was it was so cool. It was so cool. Because that was his first real show and my first headline show. So
in your hometown,
in my hometown. That was crazy. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's important to have those folks that feel like family, that feel like brothers and sisters, and are in it for the right reasons, like you said, because I'm coming up on year 8 of being in town. You've been on and off here for 10 years now.
Yep.
You meet a lot of different people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I've had the people that didn't talk to me for 15 years and then text me and ask for tickets for shows,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't think, or I just don't respond. And granted, there are a lot of people that I still get the tickets out. I love doing that, but you just figure out you figure out ways to find out whether it is a genuine thing, or it's like, hey, you were really mean to me.
Yeah. Like
10, 15 years ago, you were mean. So no.
Yeah.
No. But it's been nice, again, like I said, to have those friendships that understand, and those serious talks with people that understand not what it's like, but because everybody in every industry feels similar things. But I think it's a really niche thing, having eyes on you and dealing with stuff.
Yeah, it definitely is. And you have to put time in to keep those friendships and keep those relationships that you want to keep. Which balancing that's tough. I run into that shit, and I'm not running. I mean, we're busy, but we're not I'm not going like you're going.
When you're home 2 days a week at most, I'm sorry, but I want to sit on my couch. And artists and writers, people that are in it, they understand that. But people that might not be in it, I think it's harder to find. I don't want to get that text of like, you're forgetting where you came from, all that. It's like, no, I'm tired. Yeah. I got to do laundry. Like, I just get to see my dog for one day, it's not that at all. You just get so busy. It's funny because I used to look at my artist friends that had blown up and I'm like, dang, they just don't really have time for anything anymore. And I miss them and all that. And now looking back, I'm like, I get it. My gosh, I completely understand it. So it makes your circle smaller, but more intentional. And, just utilizing FaceTime when you're on the road to talk to your friends instead. Yeah, it is important. Very important to have that. So what are we looking at as far? I know Missin Me's out now. What are we looking at as far as new music after that? That's tough. I know you're writing a ton, and you've been writing a ton. You've been writing for years, but writing as the artist that's on tour. Oh, that was hard to navigate. That's been so hard to navigate, being on tour and still writing. I'm figuring that out. Trying to figure that out. I feel so bad because I've had to reschedule so many writes, and I hate that, but it's had to happen so much. What's the adjustment been to being the artist in the room now writing? Because you've been writing songs for over a decade, and well, it's always kind of been for me though. I've always kind of written for me, and sometimes I go into rooms and I'm like, hey guys, I don't want to write for me today because I want to write some off the wall, something that maybe I'm not going through right now. Like I want to escape into an alternate reality and just run away for a second and write something for somebody else. So sometimes we'll be able to do that, and it just tests your creativity a little, because my stuff's not really pop at all, and sometimes it's fun to go write with writers that do write more pop stuff and know that it's not for me.
Yeah.
But be able to have that creativity. So yeah, a lot of it's still for me though as a songwriter.
Yeah, and you've gotten to jump on some songs as well, like the one you did with Austin Snell.
Yeah, that was early on. That was fun. Yeah, Austin Snell. Gosh, who else? The Brett Young one. Riley had Chase on my song. That was fun. Yeah. Have I had I don't know. And then of course it makes me so sad because I want to take every single feature that's offered to me from whatever artist. I want to say yes, and I want to jump on the song.
Yeah.
But it's hard finding that balance of not being the person that only does duets, but then still I'm like, I want to sing with my friends.
Yeah.
Like, gosh.
Yeah. Because I remember hearing when I've been drinking for the first time, Randall Fowler had played it at a writer's lounge.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And I had always said, I'm like, I don't know, I would have a hard time singing a song that I didn't write. But when you hear a good song, it does not matter. You do not care. It's like, okay, this is actually a good song. And I jumped on that.
Yeah.
And Austin's voice is so good and so pure and powerful. And he's a heck of a songwriter. So, yeah, but Randall and them having that one, that's really cool.
Yeah, because he's an OG homie too, as is Austin. So I said we'd bring it up. So we got to talk about Foolin' and talk about it seems like it's like Chase and you have a great friendship. Like
oh my gosh, he's like my brother.
Like he's a great dude.
Yeah, he really is. He is a homie, like to the core. It's the same way, like just friendship wise, that I've had with Jamey, with Riley, with all these people, even Ashley. Like it's literally just friendship. And people ran with it. Yeah, what is it about the Chase Rice fan? Because the Riley Green fans had a similar type of thing, but I feel like the Chase fan, and you haven't done anything with
nothing. Nothing. You're just a girl.
I'm just a girl. It's so stupid because Riley and I have there's never been any kind of like drama or like insinuation of he and I think everybody knows like we're friends.
Yes. Yeah.
Even the sharks in the comments, like no one's accused anything, which is great because we're friends. But with Chase, for whatever reason, it got so weird, and I don't think we fed into it. Like we didn't do anything or say anything. I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I will say that having those rumors is great marketing for a song like "Who Are We Fooling?"
Okay.
Like it plays into the whole fooling thing.
I almost wonder if we could. I thought about leaning into it even more.
You guys were,
but I couldn't. I was like, I can't. If I get one more death threat in my DMs, I might die. Like. I might take it serious.
Have you toured with Chase or no?
Yeah, we had a few shows. Was it last fall? And it was so fun. And it's just so fun being able to have your friends out there.
Yeah.
And it's so much like tour can be so isolating, and being out with your friends. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. Now, were the DMs coming in at that point, or were you getting people at the merch table? Has it ever been in person?
There were a few when I played with him at a venue somewhere out here. Is it the Caverns? Is that?
Oh, the Caverns. Yeah, it's like it's like Red Rocks, but a club. Yeah, it's like in the cave.
Yeah, that
love
was cool.
that place.
There were a few people there, and that was like early on before we had announced the duet. That had kind of come up and started to say something, but nothing crazy. And I think it was when we started teasing the song. That was really when it happened.
And you hanging out with his dog.
Yeah.
I feel like the dog really got people.
Yeah, that got people stirred up.
But you just love dogs.
I love dogs.
You just love dogs?
Dogs love me.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Gosh. I got attacked for it. It's like at some point you've got to just feel sorry for them because it's like they really believe that they are engaged to Chase Rice and I'm breaking up their, it's like, it's crazy. I don't know. But I feel sorry for them. I really do because obviously you've got to be really hurt to send the messages that I've received.
Yeah. Now, have any of them been like, I hate that you're getting to spend this time with Chase Rice, but I love your music? Have you gotten any of those where you've gotten the fans out of it, or people commenting, being like, "Oh, guys, leave her alone. Her music's really good."
Yes, I've had some people come to my rescue for sure. Now, no, there were none like sitting on that fence of like, "Gosh, you're stealing my man, but I love your music." No, it was like, "I hate you." Die.
Have you taken that that kind of storyline into the writing room at all?
No, not really. I don't even know how you'd write about that. I don't know. Let me know if you come up with something.
Oh, I'm not a songwriter. You're a great songwriter. So
no, that's tough. That's a tough one, but no.
Where are some of the spots you like hanging out in town now? Because I don't see. I'm not even at Red Door that much. I've been there a lot lately because we've had the big events. We just had Brennan's thing, and we had.
I wanted to play that so bad.
It was chaos. Chase Matthew. I'm getting all my Chases confused.
Yeah,
There's a lot of Chases in country music. Shout out to all of our Chases. Chase McDaniel included.
Yeah, I was about to say Chase McDaniel.
Yes, all the Chases.
Yeah.
But Chase Matthew took a cake, the birthday cake that I guess Brennan's family had gotten for him, and hit Brennan in the face with it as we sang Happy Birthday, and then I had to pick the cake up after the event
I
on
hate
stage.
that I missed. There has to be a video.
Oh yeah, Ike was there. He got all of it.
Okay.
But yeah, like after certain nights at Odie's, I'll work my way over to Red Door.
Yeah, but rare.
When Nick and I are like, if we have a really big night, like an FU kind of night, where it's just we know there's like almost 1,000 people in there.
Yeah.
I got to go to Red Door and show face a little bit. And then it turns into that wormhole where it's like I'm getting ready to leave, but then I see this person who I haven't seen in a while, and then I look at my watch and I'm like, oh shit, it's 1:30.
Yeah,
oh shit, it's 2 o'clock.
Shake hands and kiss babies.
The lights are going from red to orange to yellow.
I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. So say that first and foremost, okay? But I'm elusive, which I like. I wasn't always that way. But I went, like Ashley and I went to Red Door a couple weeks ago, and that was fun. That was really fun. We kind of just like hid at a table. Didn't really talk to anybody. And then I went with my friends, Max Boyle.
Max is great.
Love Max.
Yeah.
James Ring Rose. He was there. Just a couple of those crazy friends went and stayed. I said, I'm not going to stay late. No, I stayed until the lights came on. Both nights. I can't just go there casually.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to drink. I don't really drink that much.
Yeah.
But if I go, I just stay all night, really, till they kick me out. It's weird.
Yeah. Have you done Odie's? Have you been at Odie's yet?
I haven't been.
It's fucking awesome.
I need to go.
It is a lot of fun. It is
I know.
Did you ever do Moonshine Beach or Moonshine Flats in San Diego? So the people that own Odie's partnered with Matt and Brad and the Old Dominion guys. Yeah, it's the same people. So they built it out like a venue. So there's a green room for the artists. Like it's the production. The production is wild. Like all the tables are on casters, like on wheels, like road cases. So on busier nights they pull the tables out. They put a DJ in there. We did New Year's Eve there for them. We had 1,200 people ticketed.
What's
it was
the capacity
crazy.
there?
So the Odie side is probably because they have the backyard set up as well with all the turf out there, and they have big projector screens. They're the home of Ole Miss football during football season.
Oh wow!
So it's packed with all the Ole Miss people.
Wait, why is that? Are the Old Dominion?
No, it's Ole Miss fan club was like, hey, can we do it here? Same reason that Alabama's at, even though Riley's an Auburn guy, which a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
The Duck Blind is the Alabama bar, but
I did not know that.
That's where all the Alabama fans go. But Riley's
Red Door is. I was
there.
there for the football game. What Red Door?
Probably the Bears. Chicago, yeah, because they're Chicago folks. Live Oak is Indiana and Florida State because they have the two levels, and the Steelers and the Patriots.
Is there an Auburn one, or we really just don't?
There's an Auburn bar somewhere.
Probably in Auburn.
There is, yeah, because Erin, my girlfriend Erin, is a South Carolina fan, and it's one of the tailgate breweries is the Gamecocks bar. Like every fan club kind of has their spot.
Something.
But yeah, so what's interesting about Odie's is they bought Kung Fu. So Kung Fu is now Happy Does.
Yeah.
So you can have people at both locations. So that's where it turned into 1,200.
Yeah, because I was about to say that sounds illegal.
It was a lot. It was fun. It was chaos. We had Aniston Pate. Aniston Pate played, and Delaney Ramsdale. Johnny Logan and the Roughnecks. So Mac Martin played. Landon Smith. It was a crazy special edition of Rowdy on the Row, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, Odie's is a vibe. like the day drinking spot in Midtown right now.
I want to go
on the
play. I
weekends.
want to play around. It's been so long since
If
I've
you
played any
want
kind
to
of
play,
round.
I've got it on video and it is recorded. Hannah has said that she will play.
I want to. I haven't done it in forever.
And we do the rounds at the local now.
Oh.
So the rounds.
Okay, then I get to see all my people.
The rounds are at the local, and the full band is at Odie's. But we kick it off acoustic every week. So, but yeah, the full band stuff like is wild at Odie's because the production's like.
See, I've never done a full
9 out of
band
10.
round. That would be fun.
Well, yeah, the full band. It's like a whiskey jam or a bus
Yeah.
call. You know, it's that full band showcase thing. But the rounds at the local have been crushing. It feels like
Really?
old Live Oak. Yeah,
I
feels
might
great.
have to do that.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, we have some big ones coming up too. So if you're in town on a Tuesday, just come hang.
Tuesdays, I'm
the
usually in town.
the local's just a fun,
Yeah, I
chill
love the
vibe,
local.
great food, cheap
Yeah.
drinks. Like it's,
I love their food.
and people stop and listen, which is great. Like it's not hard for me to get the room to give a damn.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's up to you guys and girls on stage to keep them there.
Yeah.
But I can get New York on them and tell them, hey, everybody, shut the fuck up. you
Yes,
know?
wait, we need that.
Yeah, because I used to do that at Live Oak sometimes when you would play.
Yeah.
And do you remember the last round you did with us?
Was it?
Well, you
which
did
one was
you did a Wednesday with us where you kicked it off acoustic.
Yeah.
So you did that, but the last time you did Live Oak with us.
Was it January? Was it the Zach Top?
It was
and
with
Cody
you and Zach Top and who
Cody
was
and Caleb both.
Yep.
The both trio. Yeah, that's so funny. And he's now.
Yeah. I'm going to be introducing him. I got to introduce him as a headliner in Texas.
That's
this
so
past year.
crazy.
Yeah, he's another one.
To see what everyone is doing is insane.
Like the whole crop of folks that we were hanging out at Red Door with.
It's crazy.
Everybody's doing it, either as an opener, as a headliner, or blowing up here, or as a songwriter. Like you look at like a Johnny Clausen and folks like that getting cut after cut
crazy.
after cut.
I mean, he is crushing it.
Yeah,
Like golly.
yeah,
It's crazy to see. It's cool. That's what it is. It's cool to see everybody get what they've worked so hard for. Because all these people that you've listed, it's not like it happened overnight. Like
No.
they have been working. Like Zach was doing the bluegrass thing forever.
yeah.
I mean, since he was. So it's just crazy to see the work that people have put in and it genuinely work out and be such a God-given talent. And it's just crazy.
Yeah, it is wild. But yeah, we'd of course love to have you anytime. Like whether it's around at the local and we get you up there with like Kaylin, that could be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Get you up there with the homies. Like
That
have
would
you bring
be
some of your
fun.
folks that you're writing with and like some of your day ones.
Yeah.
That could be sick. And then if you wanted to do an Odie's thing, Odie's has become a great
be
spot
cool.
for us. Yeah. And the sound guys in there are like they're club level sound guys, so they know
Yeah.
what they're doing,
That's crazy.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
So, and we're working on some new merch too. So as soon as we get the new hats
Gimme.
in, we're getting a new camo hat in. So
Need.
we'll have to get you.
And if you've got hoodies, I'm on a hoodie kick.
You're on a hoodie kick, yeah,
Hoodie kick.
yeah.
Or crew necks or
Crew necks,
love, all of the above, really.
crew neck. You hear that, Nikki T? We got to get a crew neck.
Crew neck, please.
The crew neck that I wear all the time is a Trey Bonner crew neck.
Really?
Trey
Yeah.
Bonner made his own merch for a little while.
That's something I need. I need to get on more merch.
Yeah.
I need to do it.
Yeah,
Especially
what is
for
your
Stagecoach.
what does your merch
I
spread
just
look like
have
right now?
hats right now.
What do they say? Just Hannah
They
McFarland?
say Broken Hearts Club, and then
That's genius. That's genius.
and then the side of it has what I want to do with my merch is each one make it because I want to relate to people and like I want people to feel like they really are getting who I am because they are. But I want to draw something for each merch drop. So on the hat, I had this girl that I drew on the side of it. It's like she's a little cowgirl and she's got like a little tear coming down. That's pretty sick. But I want to do that, and then this is my marketing. This is my strategy here.
Okay.
I want to do a drawing for each merch drop, and then when I have enough, do like a deck of cards that has one of my drawings on each card or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That could be cool.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Probably never gonna happen, but heck, it's a good idea.
I think so. I'm ready for those. As soon as you get there and have
I know.
those.
It's hard to know
we need a
what will
deck.
sell good though, because like for Stagecoach, I'm wondering, okay, you wouldn't think that a hoodie or a crew neck would do well there, but it's a desert. It gets cold at night, and people don't think about that
Yeah.
when they're going out there. So like, okay, would people at night panic and need something warm, and they'd be like, I don't know who that girl is, but give me that hoodie.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that would do well. That's such a huge bandana culture as well.
yeah,
You can make a
it does.
badass vibey bandana.
Oh my gosh,
That could be cool. A bandana would be cool. That like you have a white tank top on underneath your jacket.
Yeah.
One of our top merch items is like we call it our tailgate tank, and it's like a lady's white tank, and it says "Raise Rowdy" in red letters.
What if
similar
I
to Coca-Cola.
What if I just do like the white tank top and then do the Broken Hearts Club just like
Yeah.
small in red letters?
Yeah,
Like,
you could do that. That's not hard.
just keep on with
And the tank tops aren't usually that expensive. That's a great idea. Because you only get a certain number of merch items
Yeah.
too, which is what's hard as an opener.
I wonder if I do hats, the tanks, and bandana.
If you had a bandana at Stagecoach, if you had a bandana at any of these summer
It'd be
festivals,
sick.
and then that would be something that could become part of your brand. And it slides in with the trading cards too of like the sad Western shit. Yeah. There we go. I want a third.
Fine. Hey, I'm poor. You can have whatever, but it's gonna take you a while.
That's
I'll
awesome.
put that. Yeah, just
So,
send me an invoice.
What are you most excited about for this year? Because this seems like last year was like the rocket ship was going, but now you're like firm into the solar system where it's like
shows? I miss shows. It's so weird because it's like the Parker McCollum song. It's like when you're on the road, you're missing home. When you're home, you're missing the road. So I'm so ready to get back into shows. It's a hard transition because being home 1-2 days a week is weird. Like it's really weird. It's not normal. But again, I've been blessed to have good people around me and taking care of me. So I'm excited to go back out there. And more music. I need more music out. I've got some ideas kind of brewing in my head about. I think I've had a hard time transitioning into the artist side of things, of like releasing music that's authentic to me. And there are a lot of voices, a lot of cooks in the kitchen, just when you sign all your deals, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
But it can also make it hard for everyone to not get on the same page, but get on the same page in a way that's like, okay, what is authentic, but still has some push to it. It has some, not commercial feel, but like, so I have a cool idea up my sleeve. We'll just have to see if I can get my people to go along with it,
Yeah. Oh, well, hey, I've said it a lot here recently on episodes with different guests that you're the CEO of the business. If you're looking at it like it's a business, and then when you sign a deal, you're signing a partnership.
Yeah.
But you're the boss at the end of the day.
Right, but it's hard to keep that at the forefront of your brain because there's so much that I don't know that my label knows, that my team knows. And it's just trying to find that balance of understanding they know more than I do.
Yeah.
And they know the business, and I know my fans.
Yeah.
I know my listeners. So just coming together on that, and of course it's all working together and figuring out that groove. I think that was a lot of last year. I think that's going to be a lot of this year. Something that a lot of people don't really talk about is finding, yes, it's incredible to have a team around you, but it's finding the groove of making sure that it's all part of the bigger picture of who I am and my brand and what I have to say. So just, but I'm excited to get new music out.
Oh, I bet. We're excited for it to be out there. Seriously. Oh, yeah. So, and I can't wait to see where you're at this time in 2027.
Me too.
This is going to be, it is going to be weird.
We're going to go, it's going to go two ways. It's going to go, gosh, wow, I can't believe you've come so far. It's going to go, my gosh, what happened?
No. Sky's the limit for you, homie. Thank you so much for coming on here.
Thank you.
And hanging. It was long overdue. And I'm going to send you home with, I know you're not drinking as much anymore, but you can even give it to your sister.
Casually, I love, are you kidding me? Which one did it? Oh, I don't think I've seen this one.
You haven't had that one?
Black cherry. I love those.
The half and halves. Yeah. So I've got over there. They just came out with a full variety pack of the half and half. So it's got mango. It's got what are the other ones? I don't know off the top of my head. Sorry, Surfside. But
it's okay. I'm sure I'll love all of them.
Yes. Yeah. But it's a bunch. It's different varieties of the half iced tea, half lemonade.
See, I love a game night moment at my house. I'll have my friends over. We'll just open them up. You kidding me? Yeah. Take some pictures.
So I got an 8-pack for you to send home with.
Thank you.
But thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
I'll be sure to go check out Missin Me. It's out right now. And if you want to see Hannah play live, you're going to have a lot of opportunities this year. She is going to be all over the place at some major festivals. She'll be with us partying in country concert in Fort Laramie, Ohio this summer. She'll be out on the tour with Riley and literally all over the place. You can check out her website. You can hit the little events tab too. When you go and check out her music on Spotify, next to music it says events, and you can go right on there and it shows you where all the shows are at. So no excuses. Go out there, get your tickets.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a huge. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can literally.
How do you do that?
Literally, you go.
Whoa.
You go right here. Yeah, it syncs up. Your team's doing it right. So it goes like you go to like the music thing, and then you just click events right here, and then it shows, and then you can add them to your calendar. It takes you directly to the ticket link and everything, and it shows all the different places that you're playing.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah, so then everybody, they like your music. Oh, where can I see this
That's
live?
how look. I never know where I'm playing, so I'm just gonna go to my events tab on my Spotify.
You don't have
to
you don't have like a master tour.
Yeah,
or
I
like...
do, but come on, what artist actually checks Master Tour, Matt? Come on.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out Surfside. No bubbles, no troubles. It is not a seltzer. It is a Surfside, damn it. Check out the new blueberry lemonades that are out as well. We haven't gotten those in yet, but blueberry lemonade, brand new flavor. Surfside, absolutely crushing it. And for more on us, visit raiserowdy.com. For my girl Hannah, I'm Matt Burrill. This has been Outside the Round.